Hello! Let's get into games straight away. Hello, 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 hello. How are we all doing today? Do I have the sound on? I can't remember if I was doing off-camera work yesterday or not. Sometimes I turn the sound off when I'm doing off-camera work. There we go, we're good. F1. There we go. So today we're doing no grasswork at all because people, well, one person complained about me doing literally some grasswork yesterday when grasswork was the only thing I could do. Hello Lewis, Bucko, AC Simulator Gaming. You don't think notifications went out? I swear, if YouTube's pulled this crap again, because like I left the stream. Oops, forgot to tweet. I left the stream running for a few minutes before I actually Discorded it to see if notifications were out. A few people were in, but I don't know if those few people were in because it was about the right time for me to stream. Hello, Sun Gaming. Bye, Bucko. I don't get people complaining. Like this is a legitimate gripe of mine. I don't get people complaining about me doing farming work in Farming Sim. No email today. Oh, are the notifications broken again? Are you actually serious? You got a notification? Okay, so they're just doing their usual thing. If some people get notifications, some people don't. Good! Good, good, good. I hate YouTube so much. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Why is there like a... Oh, there's a nibbler coming off my wheel. Just get off then if you're coming off. There we go. So I was playing... I'm going to tell a little bit of story straight away. A little bit of story time. Little story time. Because I was playing some iRacing last night. Did one race at Mosport or Mosport, whatever, whichever way we want to pronounce that. There's two different ways. Both are correct. Hilariously. Doing a race at Mosport, and I see before the race in the chat, oh hey, are you still streaming? Are you still streaming? Are you streaming this? And then somebody else replied, yes, yes, yes. I looked at the grid to see where the streamer was. Yeah, he was right beside me on the grid. I was in 6th, I think he was in 7th, or 5th and 6th, or something like that. I was like, oh, I'm starting right beside a streamer. I'd best not be an idiot at the start. Even though I'm never an idiot at the start, but just kind of an extra layer of, yeah, don't do something stupid. So I set off, super cautious start, got around turn 1 fine, made up a couple of positions turn 2 because I took a really tight line, which maybe I shouldn't have, but I did. The outer line, which was actually the racing line, got kind of caught up on each other through accordion effect. And I was really happy, and then turn 3 happened. Now, in turn 3, a guy 3 cars ahead of me spun. The 2 cars ahead of me were pulling over to the right-hand side of the road. I was pulling over to the right-hand side of the road. The guy behind me just didn't hit his brakes at all, slammed right into the back of me, sent me onto the other 2 cars, which sent them into the guy that was spinning, and then everybody else, just nobody knows how to brake. So my car was ruined. About 6 other cars were ruined. And luckily this was a series that has a fast repair, so if you can make your way around to the pits, then you basically get a free repair. Now, you can also tow to the pits, which is quite a long time you're sat waiting. So I decided, in all of my wisdom, I'm going to drive this thing back to the pits. I'm going to have to stop here to show you exactly how broken my car was. Now, this is the wheel centered. This is the wheel as it normally is. Right? I was driving it. I'm going to raise the coulter for this as well. I was driving it like this. I was driving with about 5 to 10 degrees rotation to the right and all the rotation to the left, because the wheel was so broken on my car. My car was so broken that it was 90 degrees and just crabbing its way along the road. Now, after the race, I went into the stream to have a look. I didn't make myself known. I was just kind of sat there, and he said, "Oh, we'll have a look at the replay in a minute." I said, "Great. Now I can see exactly," because I looked and my car was hilariously dead. Now I can see what he thinks of whatever nonsense happened. And he agreed with me it was just kind of a thing that happened. That nobody really broke. Nobody really knew how to use their brakes, and it just ended up as a massive cluster. But what I forgot was, on my way back to the pits, I spun. And he was going through the incidents in the race. And he got to me spinning on my lap where I was just dragging a dead carcass of a car back to the pits, and he said, "How did this guy even make it this far?" Like, he clearly just gave up after this spin. And I was just sat right here, thinking, no, I didn't. I made it the rest of the way back to the pits. I made that car go to the pits. It was slow, it was laborious, it was painful. I made it back to the pits under my own steam, with the steering wheel tilted to 90 degrees because the car was just basically crabbing sideways. Can I do some grasswork? No. Hello, Nathaniel. How am I doing today? Good. What am I doing today? Not grasswork. What am I on about? I was telling a little story about the race I did in iRacing last night. In the Skip Barbers, where it was a turn 3, just disaster. Just everybody died at turn 3. And I tuned into a Twitch stream, and I was on a Twitch stream. Completely, like, you know, signed up for the race, thought, oh good, I'll have a race where I can, you know, luckily nobody knows my real name, so nobody knew who I was on the stream either. But I just did the race and watching it, and like, there's pictures on Discord of the stream, by the way. I took a picture of the stream. Very careful not to have any names in it, because my real name is visible in a lot of that footage, but there's a picture of me on the stream. Like, there's a guy whose car, the guy who was streaming his car, and then off to the left is mine. Now, I always know how you guys felt. It's always a bit of a novelty. Even though, like, I do this daily, I do YouTube basically for a living, I stream, put myself out there all the time. It's a bit of a novelty to see yourself on somebody else's stream. And it's kind of fun. On computer, yes. iRacing is PC only. Your dad collected his Corvette 01. It's the only one in the UK. Somehow I doubt that, but okay. Hello, Yuso! A streamer got into a stream. It's surprisingly common on Twitch. like, well, on iRacing, I guess, that you're in like a race that has a streamer in, because so many people stream their iRacing. Nathaniel, you literally asked that question about 2 minutes ago and I already answered. Have I ever played Mafia 3? Yes! It's not as good as Mafia 2. Sorry for expecting this really long review of Mafia 3. Yes, I've played Mafia 3. It's not as good as Mafia 2. That's my very quick review of Mafia 3. I think I actually gave up on finishing Mafia 3 because I just got annoyed with how it played. Never played Mafia 2. It's probably on sale as well, Massey, for like even cheaper. What time is it? 10 minutes past 5. Mafia 2 was really good. I finished Mafia 2. It's rare that I actually finish a story-based game because I usually give up like halfway through. But yeah, Mafia 2 is one of those games, the rare ones that I actually bother playing to the end and getting the ending and all that kind of stuff. I didn't do many of the side quests, I just went straight through the story, but I quite enjoyed Mafia 2. Hello, Matthew. My phone's decided to switch itself onto sleep mode, which is nice. You can call fire department. That's fine, dude. Did you, shameless shilling here. Did you see my video this morning, Shadowbox? I'm copying you. Although I'm using a... Keep forgetting if it's the Cherokee or... I think it's the Comanche I'm using. Piper PA 250. Really, really nice plane to fly, and I discovered last night, after like 10 or 11 hours of trying to get that damn thing started, well, not 10 or 11, about in total 3 hours of trying to get it started, that I realized what I was doing wrong, and what I was doing wrong was I wasn't waiting for the fuel pressure to rise. I was trying to spark the engine on 0 psi of fuel. That's not a good idea. Can you play with me? No, this is single player, I'm afraid. I will say that I hope Lone Oak comes out soon. On PC at the very least. Because I have about 3 different ideas that I'd like to go with for Lone Oak, and I'm really not sure which one I'm going to end up actually using. Because there's 3 ideas based on the same theme, and I don't know which one I want to do. I'm just kind of sat pondering what would be the most interesting way to do what I want to do. You didn't get on your PC yet? Fair enough, Yuzo. By the way, for those of you that did see the flight sim video I did this morning, or for those of you that didn't, spoiler alert, if you don't want to watch it, just kind of close your ears for a second. That tree that I hit at the end of the video, I found out where that was yesterday. Found out exactly where that tree was located. Because I redid the flight, and, or was it the day before yesterday? The day before yesterday, I found out where the tree was located. Because I redid the flight, and as it turned out, the tree was located about 50 meters, I want to say, from the end of the runway that I was trying to get to. Flight Sim good. It's really fun if you like plane stuffer. Like if you've got a joystick and you enjoy planes, then yes, absolutely, it is really good. Now I will say that Air Hauler, the exact thing that I play in Flight Sim, that is actually payware. I paid for that, and the planes I'm using are payware as well. As is actually the graphical setup for the lights and the weather systems, which I haven't really been able to show off too well yet, but there's weather systems and lights and all that. And, hopefully the next video I do on Air Hauler, we'll get to a lit airport at night. And I can show you guys how cool the lights look. Because I was landing at Waterford last night. What I was playing didn't look anything like FSX. If you only watch the first bit, that was me in the Air Hauler menu system. After that, it was FSX, 100% FSX. Just with some add-ons and tweaks and whatnot going on in the background. The annoying thing about FSX Steam Edition, and I don't know if other people who have this have the same issues, sometimes it takes 10 minutes to load. Like, I can hit play on Steam and then go and make myself a cup of tea because I know I'll be waiting for like 10 minutes for FSX to figure out, oh, he wants me to do the thing. Oh, okay. That's really annoying to me. Hello, Sean. How are you doing today? I started from Steam, that's the thing. Like, I've got it set up so that I started from Steam and it still takes 10 minutes. It's just... This is after I verified the integrity of my cache. So there's something, like, really wrong with my FSX install. Most farms channels are full of challenges. Really? Because... like, when I started this challenge, and this is the first challenge I started doing, nobody was doing these, and this was completely different, so apparently everybody's decided to jump on my idea. You good, your sunbird? How am I? Confused that, like, nobody's watching. This stream might end early. It's a good idea, I suppose. But like, if YouTube's becoming oversaturated with challenges, then I'm gonna have to come up with something different again. And I can think of one or two things that, just straight off the top of my head, that I could do. Because if everybody's doing challenges, I don't want to be just another channel doing challenges, even though I was possibly one of the first in FS17 to do them. So I might change things up and do something different again. Can I change my Lonoc plans, though? Because the idea I have for that is pretty cool. Hello, Sam Allstars. How are you doing today? Trying to decide if I can change my plan for Lonoc. Wrong challenge tag on screen. Oh, so it is. Just tap there, there. Oops, there. Actually, I can lock both of those. There we go, fixed it. Kinda confused as to why there's so few people in today. Is there like something going on that I don't know about that I probably should? Is FS19 out yet? If it was, would I be playing FS17, Sam? Like, That's a bit of a silly question. Where's Doris? Could be that. I guess. Duffer, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I don't mind people asking about maps and whatnot in streams. That's fine in my eyes. But if it's not in yours, then that's fine too. Oh, it is actually really nice outside. I've not actually looked outside yet today. I went downstairs, made coffee and breakfast, and grabbed some corned beef to eat. Yes, just corned beef, didn't have sandwiches. Just ate some corned beef, you know, as you do. I've only just noticed that the skies are glorious and blue and clear. I'm gonna do something that might screw up the webcam a bit, hang on. Come here, you. Don't normally do this, but let's let some light in from outside. There we go. Now you can see exactly how much of me is in shade by my desk. I can probably turn this off and not... Yeah! I'm running using natural light today! It burns! Wow, that is... I can see literally one cloud. New Black Sheep modding plow is an absolute cheat to the game. One of the reasons that I'm glad I'm doing challenges at the moment is because I can't just get the newest mods in. I guess it's a bit of a shame for me and a nice thing at the same time. Oh, I've just realised I could have stopped in the Fortran on this map. Oh. No, I couldn't because everything's lower horsepower in the Fortran. You're in Portugal. Very nice, Sean. I guess, yeah, people going on holidays and exams are finishing up around now. And UK people, I think you're still in school until the start of July. Maybe still buy the... I never bought tractor magazines, ever. Hello, Biz Rebellion. I've never bought a tractor magazine in my life. I used to buy, this kind of shows my age. I used to love, like, the PS1 and PS2 magazines because they gave, like, free game demos. So, I used to religiously get them. Very Biz. I'll keep calling you Biz Rebellion because I just read the name I see. Oh dear, the cat's doing something downstairs. You're running shaders at the moment? Yep. I always run reshade, so there we go. Full shader effecting in effect. Any new mods on the mod hub? I doubt it, seeing as there was a mod dump yesterday and there's only literally one person testing mods at the moment for Giants. Which I've heard people complaining about that already. That, oh, why do Giants only have one person on mods? They should have all the people on mods and nobody on FS19. No, that's not how any of this works. Mods are effectively a loss-making exercise for Giants. They should definitely have the majority of the team on FS19, and there will come a time when nobody's testing mods, and they basically just shut down the mod hub for a bit. Because FS19 is their priority, because that's what they're in the business of doing, is selling games and releasing games, not giving away mods for free that they pay the modders for, effectively. Enjoy the flight? It was quite an average flight. I've since figured out how to use the autopilot on that thing, so I did like a 4-hour flight yesterday, or last night, and I just had autopilot on for the majority of it. Good to go. See you, Duffer. Reshade isn't a mod, it's kind of like a separate program entirely. But people call it a mod because it's... I guess people understand it easier if it's just the Reshade mod. But yeah, I use Reshade to get the shaders in. And to make the game more prettified and... I would argue a bit closer looking to FS19. Like, it looks a bit closer to FS19 than FS17. Stock does, so... I'm kind of glad that I started using this as the screenshots for FS19 started coming out. If you're enjoying the stream, by the way, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're aiming for 50 likes today, 50. It is... Technically it is a mod, yes. I need to get my phone to not do that, please. Use reshade on spin tires. I don't think spin tires needs shaders. Like, spin tires looks pretty cool as is. You say that, Sim. I actually want to tweak these a bit. I'll try it. I have not even downloaded Glengarn. I don't know if any maps were to be actually useful. Like, I don't know of many maps where there's, like, a hill so steep that you need a self-leveling combine. It's definitely an interesting idea, though. Cobra? I guess... I guess Cobra would be one that, like, works. Modern cars are so driving great because it's Russia! Like, Russia is in grayscale in real life. Oak fueled with MR. No! Let's see the... Oh, that got released. Sweet. Barents Sea. Oh, Barents Sea is really good. The one thing I will say about Barents Sea is don't play it for too long because it uses your graphics card at 100% all the time. Fahy, will you stop sending me World Cup scores? Good grief. My phone just went off. I looked over. There's a Facebook message from Fahy. Nigeria 1, Holland 0. Just hang on a second. I need to send him Elmo. I need to send Fahy an Elmo gif. How do gifs on phone? Elmo. No, that's yellow. There we go. Send Fahy Elmo. You think I'm kidding? I do genuinely send Fahy Elmo gifts every time he sends me World Cup scores. But I don't care about the World Cup. Oh dear, I've got a message from Sim as well. He's actually sent me all the scores. I've got a special gift for you, Sim. There we go. Oh god, he's continuing. Scores and highlights, actually. Do you like the GIF I sent you? Yeah, you definitely can't do both. I don't know about Doom though. Baron C, really good though. Like, really enjoyable game, really relaxing, but it's just... Like, I recorded a 25-ish minute video the other day, and while getting towards the end of the video, I touched my PC and I hurt my hand. On the metal case. So just be aware of that, that it really superheats graphics cards. And really just runs the crap out of your PC. Disturbing number of indie games are doing this of late, and I don't like the trend. Hello Lewis, how am I? I'm good. I'm doing 0 grasswork today by request of Farming Boy 1, who complained about me doing grasswork yesterday when grasswork was pretty much all I could do. Not as bad as CMS. It is just as bad, Sim. I looked it up in cam, and yeah, 100% GPU. Yeah, be wary of, like... I'm gonna give Farm Sim a weird single A title right now, because it's not really indie anymore. Even though single A doesn't exist. Farming Sim is kind of single to double A now, in terms of, like, indie versus triple A gaming. Be wary of indie simulators, because they have a weird habit of just... YouTube Messenger Sim. Don't worry, that won't be around for too long, Sim, because YouTube said nobody was using it because nobody actually had it. And they're getting rid of that. It does work, by the way. I sent me and Landy tested it a while back, and it works. Now, I can't show anybody but Sim the messages that we sent each other, but yeah. Community tab thing. No, it's a different thing altogether, Glengar. It's a new private messaging system. I really probably should have come up the other way so that I could get into field 14. So I'm gonna actually have to do this weird roundy of all the fields to be able to cultivate field 14. I'm gonna set this guy off on course play. Do I have a culti course for field 14? I do. Load that up, get this ready to go. I hit everything in the face, it's fine. My face is everything proof. Except maybe bullets. And possibly fists. Maybe a nail gun too. Oh god, this is set on show all. No. No, don't show all the points, because that is a headache. Right, the first waypoint is down over here. How am I today? I am good. I didn't even notice it was nice weather until somebody said, oh, the weather is glorious today. So I looked out my window for the first time today and saw that the weather is in fact glorious. Wrong tool for this mode. Oh, it's on CD mode. No, fertilize. No, fertilize fieldwork. Right, you're going off doing your thing. Ah, I need to move this stuff out of the field, don't I? So, just keyboard this up for a second. Accidentally hit I. He's talking about beer and it's family friendly. I guess. I mean, I don't drink myself, but I guess. People sometimes think I'm not serious when I say I don't drink. I actually don't drink. Like, I'll drink at Christmas and New Year's and that's about it. Maybe a drink or two on my birthday. Hello PCG, how you doing today? School's out, nice Foxtrot, very good indeed. Oh, my favorite is in fact Guinness. Like when I drink, it's usually Guinness or whiskey. Or, I guess other stouts are available. I quite like Beamish and Murphy's. They're quite good stouts as well. I will say, however, that the Guinness that is served in the Guinness storehouse is crap. The Guinness that Guinness serve isn't very good Guinness. With the Guinness and whiskey. You spelled whiskey correct, that is fine. I will occasionally drink the other whiskey, but I prefer whiskey over whiskey. La 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 la. That's what happens when you got two words that are the exact same and spelled differently, but are actually different things. When Sim's next FS17 Voidy? His next FS17 Voidy is Tuesday, the 73rd of Flarbotron 7392 in the Simulate official calendar, which is just one giant misprint. Hello, Soldier. This map looks like a lot of fun. It's an old map. It's not like up to the, I guess the current standards of maps that we're used to, or that I'm used to. I guess is a better way of putting it. I guess not as good as Oakfield or the West Coast or Lone Oak, but it is a very good... No in-game audio? There is in-game audio. Can you hear that, Alex? Can you hear that? Do you like it? Can you hear that? Do you like it? Just making sure Alex is 100% sure there is in-game audio. I'm such a douchebag at times. There's no in-game audio. Are you sure? Honks for 5 minutes solid. Ooh, I've got the bottom blur on for some reason. Is it worth selling off some of the crop? Holy crap, yes it is. I've got quite a lot in storage. We're about to make a... I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Penalty to Iceland. Please tell me they're thunderclapping the penalty. That is like my favorite thing about soccer is the Icelandic thunderclap. And yes, I called it soccer. Deal with it. I use soccer and football interchangeably to refer to man babies chasing a ball around a field for 90 minutes. And complaining when they hurt their thumb. Or when a gust of wind hits them just so. Oh, nice! Nice. I never recorded this, but I was doing a flight before from, I think it was Cork to Dublin. And I can't even remember what I was flying. I think it was a 172. There was a 737 ahead of me that was doing this really bizarrely slow final approach. So I just flew straight underneath it in the little Cessna, landed, and ATC started complaining that, why did you do that? Like, he was going too slow. But you shouldn't have done that. He was going too slow. I never gave you permission to land. I landed though. Let's get a bigger trailer. Let's actually get the one from the Modern Classics DLC, because I've never used this. Let's get it in some nice colors. Orange and poop brown. Oh, that actually looks surprisingly good, considering those colors are just chosen to make it look bad. I like the uncontrolled airfields because it's just like, I'm coming in to land. I'm definitely coming in to land. I may have crashed, but I landed it. I've just noticed a problem with this trailer. Was that FSX multiplayer? No. Yeah, Alex has noticed the problem I've just discovered. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh dear, didn't think this through, did I? Well, I'm now using a dolly trailer. You know, the kind of trailer that I just can't reverse to save my life. Kind of trash. I mean, you watch Air Force Proud's videos, you get a really good idea of what FSX multiplayer actually is. It's just everybody is Air Force One, and the president is always stuck in the toilet. So that constitutes an emergency somehow. That's FSX multiplayer in a nutshell. Mayday, Mayday, Air Force One, the president is stuck in the toilet. I was watching a video last night. It was either last night or this morning. They were talking about something or other, and then, like, the channel that I watch this on, they have, like, the video, and then there's, like, a black screen for 2 or 3 seconds, and then they talk about some other unrelated thing. And, oh, what was it? They were talking about Gordon Ramsay. And then afterwards they were talking about, like, the thumbnails in his YouTube videos, and saying, like, his thumbnails are the absolute greatest, because not only are they clickbaity as hell, and you go to Gordon Ramsay's, any of Gordon Ramsay's pages, and you see the clickbaitiest thumbnails, but the titles are clickbaity too, except they're not, because you get exactly what the title says. Hello, Jose. No, close the thingy. You spent 10 minutes trying to sell a field you don't actually own. GG. So this is going to the goods depot, which is where? Oh, it's down. Oh, it's down over there. We got very camp all of a sudden. Ooh, it's down over there. Ooh. Ooh. Why'd you drive with the loader arms way up in the air? This is actually how people drive with these. Like, in Farm Sim you usually see people driving them like this. But I would just as often see people driving with the loader arms up. In fact, I'd more often see people driving with the, in real life, with the loader arms up. Because it doesn't impact visibility. And actually it gives a good reference to everything. Also, I may or may not have got stuck. Just a tad stuck. You're just curious. Yeah, this is how people do it in Ireland, and I'm not sure why. Because, like, surely it'd be better for the... for, like, the hydraulics if they're down like this. But yeah, a surprising amount of people drive around with the loader arms, like, up like this. And, like, if I go in cab right now, I've just realised I've gone the wrong way, but if I go in cab, that's right in the way. I think it's so they remember the loader arm is on. Or maybe they get, like, a... Ah, target acquired. Yeah, but people drive with them up a lot of the time here. And I have no idea why. Is it faster to go to the goods depot this way? Now. No, it's still faster to go the other way. So, oh, of course, that sign's solid. Let's get this spun around. Oh, the sign isn't solid. The tree behind it is, though. When you said Cation, I thought you could have meant a Zerion. English only... I'm gonna say that's a Lexi. Wait, beacon's on. Oh yeah, I need all the lights. Hang on. Oh, that was the horn. There we go. We're... Yep. Full visibility. His name is Alex. I was surprisingly close. Somebody can't see this mess coming down the road. They've got something wrong with them. I have traffic turned off still. No traffic on, please. Hi, bye, farming man. You better have hit that like button. This guy's just asking to get run over, so womp. 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 Hey, I like the color of your shirt. Oh wow, from the right angle, that lamppost looks like it's actually floating. Hello, Seed. Full insanity mode. Well, I did have an accident earlier, so I'm just making sure that everybody can see the the rolling disaster coming down the road. So, the goods depot is... I'm guessing that sell point by... Oh yes, that sell point by the railway line. Yeah, I really don't know why people drive around with the loaders up. That's why you drive. You drive an ambulance so I can give you work. There we go. Oh my god, that's really nicely animated. Also, that was just 24,000 euro in one thing. Nice trailer, but why did I make it poop brown? Why not, Seam? Hey, GD. Why not make it poop brown? Let's turn off all the lights because they're actually getting on my nerves a bit. I'll keep the beacons on, but the rest of them can go on. Hello, C. I love no collision cameras sometimes. So this is what the actual ground in front of these houses looks like. They're all built on a cliff, and you can see the beaches coming up to kill them. There's the world's dodgiest burger van, by the way. You can call worse. Actually, probably by me. And probably to your face. Massey's doing well, cultivating away. Deer's kind. This is really kind of struggling to get up the hill. When's the next one? Yes, SRF. Maybe tomorrow. It really depends on what I want to record tonight. I may do some more fishing actually, yeah. And try and actually catch some fish in the gorge. And nobody pointed this out in the comments. My fisherman is called Fjordrik Fjordriksson, which implies that his dad was also called Fjordrik. Because in I'm making them regular series. They're series that I just like. I want to do them. I want to play them on the channel, so I may as well make videos because they get slightly less views than Farm Sim would. And the idea is just like, I don't only play Farm Sim on this channel. Deal with it. But yeah, Baron Sea, which I think is based off like Deadliest Catch and stuff like that. It's a nice try. This is the one from the Classics pack that nobody uses because it's Dolly. And it doesn't really fit with the Classics pack. Once you get kind of out of the Classics thing, then yeah, this makes a lot more sense. Please, please try Kerbal. I have Kerbal SRF. I actually have Kerbal Space Program. I've been playing... I was, for a while, playing with Realism Overhaul. And I never really got to the point where you could actually get to the moon. Because I just build exceedingly complicated rockets that have a habit of exploding. Or like not being in any way stable. Should probably put that on. I need to try it with the cheats. What's the point of having like playing Kerbal Space Program with cheats? RO is incredibly difficult. Like even getting into an orbit in Realism Overhaul is hard. You can't reverse it. Neither can I. I regret my purchase immediately. To get to the moon and others. I can get to the moon pretty easily in KSP. Like that's an easy launch in vanilla KSP. I think Nightbot's on strike. I'm just gonna log into Nightbot real quick. And double check if it's working. So I think it is having a bit of a fit. Log on to YouTube. That account. And that account. And allow. Part. Just wait for the little timer to fill up. Join. Come on, Nightbot, be nice. Yeah, it's not been here since 5:15. I think Nightbot's actually broken. Because it's not got any logs of the chat since 5:15. Luckily, I actually have a command set to my stream deck that I can give you the Sandy Bay challenge. Okay, so Nightbot's decided to go on strike. Something always goes wrong on my streams, I swear. So that last message I put in with the ridiculous little bar that I hate is actually the Sandy Bay challenge, which is the simple challenge that I'm doing. This is the easy one. This is easy mode, because you'll notice there's no seasons, so I'm just able to do what I want when I want. Hello, Coco. Happy Friday. That's probably why the stream's so quiet, is it's Friday. There's something kind of weird about Fridays where you can tell this is one of Oxy's earlier maps because of that weird lump. And the fact that the yeah, this is crooked. In the newer maps you wouldn't allow, like, the Frontier testers would stop that immediately. I'm driving incorrect on the sell point. There's a way to drive on those now? Wheels get stuck in the bars, but they don't. Because it's Farm Sim. Because it's a game. So do I really care? Whoa, do I really care? Answer, no. I will probably swap this trailer out for something else, by the way. In fact, I have an idea of what I want to get to replace this trailer. It's just going to take a while for me to get it, because I don't think I've got the mod activated at the moment in my save game. But when it comes next time to harvest, I won't be using this trailer, that much is sure, because I just can't stand dollies at all. I don't like dolly trailers. Just trying to get me to reverse the trailer. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Hello, Valdas Gaming. Or Evildas. Evildas. Ewildis. 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 How are you doing today? I need to turn sleep mode off on my phone. Because that's actually quite annoying. There we go. No, that's not scummy at all, because it's exactly what you're gonna get in the video. I always find that if, like, the video title is something that is actually gonna happen in the video, it's fine. And make sure there's at least like 16 different arrows in the thumbnail as well for maximum clickbait. Where am I from? A room in a house in a town in Ireland. So we're basically done with wheat. Barley I want to keep for the pigs effectively. Canola needs to be kept for the pigs. Corn needs to be kept for the pigs, even though I got 90,000 litres of it. I guess I can set a trailer load of corn and get away with it. Somehow it's got to be somehow related to an attractive woman. So where am I setting the corn then? Corn is at Little Ham Stores. Where's Little Ham Stores? That is down the way I usually go. Down by the BJ. Okay. Don't forget the red circle. Yeah, you have to have the red circle, the arrow. Like some weird reaction picture of your face. Maybe PewDiePie's face for maximum clickbait. What the... What has just happened? What actually has just happened? You turn traffic back off so that I can maybe get out of this. Wait, what? Okay then. That was different. Oh, I know what happened. The front loader got stuck in the ground a bit and launched the deer a bit. Yeah, I've got to actually... This is probably why people run the loader up a bit, because it gets stuck in the ground occasionally and digs in and launches things. I didn't know that could happen. So off to Little Ham Stores we go. This is what happens, by the way, when I decide not to do grasswork on a map where grasswork is a thing that actually needs to be done right now. Is I end up having to sell crops just to fill time. This is what happens when you complain about grasswork, is you get even more boring work. I used to love Pokemon, blue, red, yellow, silver, gold. Was it crystal? They were the Pokemon games I played. In fact, the first game, when I got my Game Boy, the first game I got with it was Pokemon Blue. So that was the very first game I owned was Pokemon Blue. Mine Oakfield. Nope, this is Sandy Bay, which you might have guessed from the fact this is the Sandy Bay Challenge. And Sandy Bay is in the thumbnail, and the title, and the description. So I'm kind of surprised you thought this was Oakfield. I also played Pokemon Go for a bit, and that was terrible. I don't get the fascination with Pokemon Go that some people have. You didn't see... You had to click on the title to get into the stream! Oh, I love Pokemon Yellow, the fact that Pikachu is chasing you around everywhere for some reason. I think in the newer games you can actually like have a random Pokemon of your choice chasing you around. Is this the one that you actually... Oh no, you can do the tourney on this as well. Good. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. What steering wheel do I use? A Logitech G27. I've got to reverse the dolly trailer. That wouldn't happen in real life. Is there like a function I can use to lock the dolly? No. Heart gold and soul silver. Oh, okay. Can I afford a new field? Hang on. I'm gonna go into the map here real quick and just teleport around a bit. Can I afford like field 5? Maybe? No, because this little field is 300,000 euro. How about field 9, which looks slightly smaller? No, this is 320,000, so it is slightly cheaper, but not by much. How about field... Yeah, they're the only two fields I'd realistically buy right now. Field 12 is... I love how everywhere the field prices are in this one. How much is field 45? 500,000 for this field. Field 15, which is blatantly bigger than 45, is also 500,000. Okay then. No, this isn't just Devon prices. This is OxygenDavid, not like at the start of the game. Because the way the field prices works changed for FS17, this was basically just Oxy not knowing how to get field prices correct in FS17 yet. So they're all a bit silly. What I am going to do is I'm actually going to go to Tippers and buy a new trailer that's not a dolly trailer, but is bigger. Let's get the TB20, which can hold about as much. What's the difference between TB20 grain and TB20? The grain version can hold more. Let's get this. And we're going to go down to the shop and sell this off, because I don't like this trailer at all. Because I don't like dolly trailers at all. It's got nothing to do with the quality of the trailer. In fact, the trailer itself is really nice quality. I just hate dollies. There is lag. No. In fact, I can tell you, no, there is no lag in this stream because I have dropped 0 frames. So any lag you get is on your end. Hello, Mr. Jingles. It's gone. Good! I'm glad to hear your internet started working again, Hick1. And any lag that you guys get is on your end. I'm dropping 0 frames. My internet's actually stable for once. You have food, fatto! Enjoy your food, GD. There's like a small bit of frame rate hitching every now and then that I am noticing, but there's no actual lag. if there was actual lag, then I would know and I would be complaining about the actual lag. Field 12 on this map is your favourite field in Farm Sim. Why, bucko? Have I got a mod list? Nope. Oh, hey, it's budget Zelda music. It's 3 red hearts. Oh god, this is actually Zelda music! This is actually Zelda. San Antonio V 60 FPS. Oh, yeah, I'm streaming 60 FPS. Who knew? So I think the next thing I want to buy once I got this Bailey trailer up to the yard. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Hey you. Hey you. John Madden. John Madden. Points to anybody who knows what the hell I was just referencing. Because that was actually a reference and not me just finally losing my mind. I've got a few purchases I want to make now, and I don't know if I can afford them. No clue? Here's a hint, it's by NASA. Referencing something NASA did. And yes, me saying AU and John Madden is actually referencing something NASA did. Or something they made and the public went ham with, I think is a better way of putting this. This particular thing. Is that Moonbase Alpha? Yes, yes it is. I'm sorry, what? Did that bale grab just go through the wall? What model is this, John Deere? This is the fire resistant model. It's exclusive to Farm Sim. It's a 7710. 7710. So let's plop that there. And I need to open up the shop menu again and look at beet harvesting. Right, so I'll need 88 at 17 is 90, 105,000 I make it? To get a beet harvesting set together. It'll be 100, it'll be significantly, oh no, it'll be, ooh. It's not showing up in just a box. Oh, for the love of crap. This is why I hate YouTube, I swear. People were saying notifications were working, but apparently it's hit and miss. I'd like to get these, but I can't afford them. How are the animals doing right now? Pigs could do with some straw, which I can give them. Stuff like that. Is this TMR? This better not be TMR. It is empty. Fantastic. In fact, actually, better idea. Let's not use the Keenan as a bale shredder. Because that's just asking for trouble. Let's buy a bale shredder. There we go. Bale shredder specifically. The only one I have available is the Kuhn Primor. That's fine. We'll spend 25 grand on that. Now we've got a dedicated bale shredder. It is showing. Oh, I thought you said it isn't. Yeah, very low today, and I don't know why, Landy. Like, I made the promise, and you can see in the title that, you know, after the complaints that I got yesterday for doing literally some grasswork on a map where all that was there to do was grasswork, that I wouldn't do any grasswork today. And yet still, nobody's watching, and I don't know why. I think it might just be the Friday curse. By the way, I am getting a haircut over the weekend, so you will be able to say goodbye to the ridiculous hair that I currently have. And I have kind of, like, got it under control today. But, yeah, the ridiculous hair is going bye-bye, and I'm going to go short again and actually enjoy how I look again. And not be fighting with my hair every day on a near consistent basis, because it just doesn't want to behave ever. Probably because of no grasswork. It could be that people were just watching the streams for grasswork. So tomorrow's stream will be... tomorrow's stream will be spraying. That's going to be an interesting one. Because I got to spray the West Coast. Got something around 90 horsepower to power the wagon. Oh god, Hick One, are you one of these realism people? Oh god, I'm so sorry for you being here. You realize this channel is most famous for flipping everything. Like, I've even managed to get a big bud to roll over. That's the thing on this channel, is I can flip anything in Farm Sim. I'm so sorry for you wanting realism and being here. Because they are mutually exclusive. They are not two things that happen at the same time on this channel. Yeah, I understood none of it either, so I mean... It just keeps rolling. Why did this go through the wall? Like, I know I bonked it, but it shouldn't have gone through the wall the way that it did. I can't actually get at it. Hey! Victory! I got a big bud to roll over, I must be lucky. You say that! I've done it more than once. It's not something that I just did the once and said, oh wow, I can roll a big bud. I've done it on multiple occasions. My most recent achievement was rolling the big bud 747 with triple wheels. So it's not like it's something that's rare, or that, oh, you know, stuff happens occasionally, physics goes weird. It's... I can... No. Oh, okay, that's fine. I can roll anything at pretty much any time. And that's why a lot of people watch. I'm really annoyed that I wasn't recording when I flipped the 747 with triples. Because that was on Lone Oak when I was trying to get it up on the roof of the shop. Which, by the way, I did. Get down into the shredder. Come on, down you go. Is that far enough in that they're going to count as being in the shredder? Yes, yes it is. Oh, that definitely is far enough in now. There we go. Wow, I have this is the exact angle where it doesn't actually hit the roof, it slides up. That's... I'm kind of impressed by that accidental magic. There you go, Piggly-Winks. You have literally some straw now. I'm probably going to need to give the animals more straw than, like, TMR, so... Just pop this in... Pop this in here like this, and it should be okay. Oh, wow, it fits exactly! Perfect. Next item on the agenda is they need... corn, barley, canola, and potatoes and sugar beet, which I don't have and can't get right now. I might download the armor salmon and just like plant part of a field and sugar beets. It's called a straw chopper. No, I think you'll find it is actually called a bale shredder, hick one. Because even if I bring it up in game, oh, it's not actually called a bale shredder in game. No, it's a bale shredder. You go to any machinery outlet and ask for a straw chopper, they won't know what you mean. If you ask for a bale shredder, they'll give you a bale shredder. What's my opinion on Frithgar? I don't watch his content, so I don't have an opinion. I think it's kind of mean to not watch somebody and have an opinion on them. I've never heard anybody in real life referring to something like that as a straw chopper. Never heard of anybody in Farm Sim referring to that as a straw chopper. It is a bale shredder. Hello, EJ. Welcome back, Glengar. I mean, if you're going to try and correct me on stuff, then at least get your own facts in order. You're face palming so hard. Yeah, I mean... I think he's of the opinion that because I don't live on a farm that I don't know what I'm talking about. But the simple fact of the matter is I've played Farm Sim for the last 6 years. I know what these things are referred to as. You're a farmer! You're... oh no! The excuse that everybody uses. You know only about your own farm and your own experiences. You know nothing of the actual reality of things. I love the I'm a farmer, I know these things people. Because it's like, no, you really don't. You know only what you have done. You know only of farming in your specific farm. Me and Landy, we go out of our way to learn about as many different kinds of farming as we possibly can. And yes, we don't live on farms. Yes, we don't work on farms. Do we know about farming? Yes! Because we go out of our way to look this stuff up and find out from people, as many people as possible, how this thing is done. What this thing is, what this thing does, what this thing is called. How do you do this, how do you do that? And I'll be quite honest, you're looking for realism in Farming Simulator, which is an arcade game, by the way. You're fighting a losing battle from the beginning. You know what? That'll be enough. Should probably have like this tiny little trailer for this, but oh well, we're using the huge mongus one that I'm gonna use to sell crops. Also, just for funsies, I am reversing it around the place to save me turning it. Whoops, overdid it on that turn. Oh, way overdid it. Clearly too big. Just, yeah, the tractor's too big for this yard, the trailer's too big for the tractor, the yard is too big for the farm, the pigs are too big for the pen is too big for the pigs somehow as well, the tractor's too big for the trailer, while the trailer's too big for the tractor. They're both happening at the same time there. Everything's too big for everything else, it's fine. And sorry if I'm coming across as really cynical, but I hear so many people complaining about things that I do that I'm just like, no, I thought that said 0 cows for a second. I was like, wait, no, I definitely have cows. I'll be completely blunt. If you want realism farm, some watch Daggerwin or Simulate. And even Simulate is kind of moving away from the realism stuff. And Daggerwin definitely is as well, so I mean... There's a thing that I guess not many people realize. Realism in Farm Sim is incredibly boring to do. It's not fun at all. So while people might like it in videos, it's not fun to record, it's not fun to do. You might notice that my realistic series, because everybody has to have a realistic series apparently now, that's a roleplay because I find that fun. The fun from that and the enjoyment from that comes from roleplaying it and, you know, kind of a bit of escapism of reality. I want to change animal trailers. Yes, I've decided this with the trailer attached while I'm going to get more animals. I actually want to swap to a larger one. I've got just the one in mind. So we're doing some small upgrades today, kind of completely off the cuff because I got money. You only push realism. Well, yeah. Brown. I'm not going to use the brown. I don't actually quite... I'll be honest, I don't really like the browns. They get... For one reason or another, they get on my nerves, and I'm not entirely sure I don't like them, but I don't. What I will use is... What on earth was that noise? I will use the Richard Westerns, because I really like them. They're different. They're not something that is just generic animal trailer. Also, they're much bigger than this thing, which can hold literally 5 animals. You can lower them. Yes, that's kind of one of the things I like about the Westerns. I mean, I could go for the Micheletto AM19. There is a modern one out there that actually does have 2 stories, which is better. I could go for the Betamax, but I really quite like these Richard Westons. We'll go for the CT9 because it's got a higher number and it's slightly more expensive. I don't know what the difference... Oh, this one can't hold cows. Yeah, this one's definitely the better one for me. Let's go for something that's going to stand out. So let's go for that color, that color, and this color with a beacon. And yep, that's definitely standing out. Oh my god, that's ugly. Oh dear. What have I done? What monstrosity have I created out of this trailer? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the world's first high visibility trailer, which is probably also glow in the dark with how bright those colors are. The beacon's a bit overkill with these colors. If you don't see this mess coming down the road, you're probably blind. Oh no. I may have inadvertently created the world's ugliest trailer. This is what happens when you give me control over the colors. Are you happy now, Giants? Are you happy now, Modder, the creator of this quite wonderful Richard Western trailer that I really like, for some reason destroyed? Oh my god. I actually cried a bit with all the laughing. Oh, this is my new favorite trailer ever. This is the favorite thing I've done in Farm Sim. Because, like, first off, I created the Poop Brown DLC trailer. Look, there's a grass field that needs work done, but I'm not allowed to do grass work today because people complained yesterday. Oh my god, this is the ugliest thing. ACD. What? You know, there's a part of me that thinks you guys should have seen this coming with my new color on Discord, which is painfully blue, as I like to call it. But I'm gonna be honest, even I didn't see this mess coming. Let's get 42,000 euros worth of sheep. Except these are pigs. Yes, look at the sheep. Dave, you idiot. This channel now exists just to entertain me. I don't care anymore. Did I really mean to buy sheep? No, I actually meant to buy pigs and I just called them sheep for some reason. I mispronounced pigs so badly that I actually said the word sheep. Are you an idiot? Have you ever said sheep instead of pigs? If so, please join the RainbowDave Idiot Program by subscribing to the RainbowDave Gaming YouTube channel, liking the stream, and trying not to cry when you laugh. Oh dear. Oh, good God. Woosah! Woosah! This is why you should watch. Screw realism, I'm just doing things and hoping for the best. I'm gonna try not to laugh my way through the remainder of the stream. Because I'm just having one massive giggle fit now. Oh, let's lower the trailer. Yep, pigs are getting some nice breeze. Brad M73 would be happy with this view right here. Look at that for a view. Why are there so many trees on each map? That's a really odd question. Yes, I want to... Why would I not want to unload the animals? You can't see what you're doing half the time. Well, this is a British map, and Britain tends to have literally like some trees. Also, you know, scenery is kind of a thing on farms. You know, trees tend to exist in reality. And why am I explaining trees? Like weird questions that farm sim viewers ask. Why are there trees? Why is the wind? The serious answer for why there are so many trees on every map is because otherwise they would look extremely bare. If you want, you can download a starter map for GE. Frontier Designs one's pretty good. Actually, they're all pretty good because they're all effectively the same map. They're flat and empty. My advice is download one of the starter maps for GE. Just open it up in game. Go in game with it. They'll work in game pretty well. And just drive around on the flat, empty map, and you'll very quickly see why there are so many trees in game on pretty much every map. It's because otherwise it is just really boring. And there's no interesting features. There's nothing interesting if there's no trees. That might sound weird, but it's true. The maps without trees are extremely boring. I could bring this into GE tonight and just bring all the trees onto the map. And show off Sandy Bay, but without trees. And you just see that it's very plain and dull and empty looking. I could do the same with Goldcrest, and while I personally think it's plain and dull and empty looking anyway, it would look more plain and dull and empty looking without the trees. See you, Landy. Like, the trees are there to add some life to maps. They're to add, I guess, intrigue. And if done right, like what Oxy and Bill do, they can add a lot of character to maps. There are some maps that have no character from the trees because they're just kind of hodgepodge everywhere. And they don't feel natural, whereas on the likes of Sandy Bay and the West Coast maps that are made well, you get kind of a natural feeling from the trees. I want to seed grass here. Technically, this isn't grass work. There's some people who are terrible at placing trees on maps. Yes, there are. Most people are bad at it. I was making a map and I didn't know how to place trees properly at all. So I just used the spline to do it, and that ended up twice as bad as it could have been. Or as it would have been if I'd just done it manually. Hello, Martin's photographs. But you look at what Oxy and Bill can do just with trees. Just look at the trees and you'll notice they're all kind of natural looking at different heights and different rotations, different everything. And then you go onto some other maps and every tree is pointing in the exact same direction and the exact same height. Hey, Addy Boo. It's like there's a skill to placing trees on maps, I guess. Or there's an art to it. And I will say, there have been maps there I've seen that have like no trees except in the forestry area, and for some reason those maps are usually American, and it just looks wrong. It just, like, there's no life in the map at all. And I know I'm going on a little bit of a rant about trees, but the question was asked and I'm answering, and giving my own thoughts and experiences. There's some American maps that I've been on once or twice to test and have a look at and see if I wanted to play them a bit longer and feature them on the channel, and it's just like there's no life to this map whatsoever because there's no trees. There's no depth. It's flat, the fields are square, and there's no trees anywhere, so there's nothing of interest in this map at all. There's some interesting ideas, but nothing really that interests me immediately. Do I want to move the Maxim over to Field 8? Yes, I do. So Maxim, or Maxum, stop, close that course, Field 8, which will be up here, cultivate roar, and you want to start at the first waypoint there as well. By the way, if you're using Courseplay a lot, what I would advise is you actually have a series of folders for every field. I've just realized that Field 8 for some reason has the no, that doesn't need to go there. The Combinator course needs to go into Field 8. The Alphabet course is for selling silage. And yes, I do know what this course actually is, even though it's just me having mashed the keyboard a bit. I will eventually, if we get enough silage going, which we probably won't because people will complain about grasswork too much before then. And or Lone Oak will come out, because I do have an idea for Lone Oak that is going to replace the Sandy Bay Challenge. I will probably on Lone Oak, actually, because of what I want to do, have multiple silage cell courses going. Because of if I'm doing heavy silage, I'll want to have multiple courses going into BGA so that all 4 pits, or however many pits, I can't remember how many there are in Lone Oak, can be sold at once. And I'll have them set up so that they theoretically don't ever meet each other, which I don't know if that's even possible. So this course starts over here. Hey, SFTN, how you doing today? Was your stream really quiet as well? I didn't have a chance to pop in and say hi, but because I was actually setting up and eating, having me breakfast, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's that sorted. Go back to the deer now. Continue seeding the grass, which technically this isn't grass work. This is field work. Ha 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 ha. Even though grass is involved. Trees is good. Tree give me life. This is true. Touch low around 30 stroke. Yeah, I think it could just be the Friday thing. So just so you know, SFTN, this is something that me and Landy have noticed over time, and it seems to be ringing true again, is for some reason, and I never understand why, for some reason Friday streams tend to do badly. Sunday, Monday streams do the best. Friday streams tend to do the worst. And I don't know why, but that's a thing. How do you do the better minimap settings? Left alt and 9 on your keyboard. I think there's like an XML you can tweak as well. Hello, Julian. It's a fun little statistic that, like, makes regime bigger seeder. Yeah, that's probably going to be the next thing I buy. Tons of fun. Is a bigger grain seeder. It was in your help menu, but you disappeared. Yeah, you probably turned off the help in the Alt 9 menu. It's a fun little kind of statistic correlation that Fridays and bad streams go hand in hand. Is this seeding or grasswork? This is seeding. I mean, I'm seeding grass, but I'm seeding. This isn't grass yet, it's just seeds. Neener technicalities. But the next stream I do on Sandy Bay will have to have grasswork because there is grass silage that needs to be done. I do need to do grass silage in the next Sandy Bay stream, so that has to be a thing that I do. I'm curious as well. I might break the 0 grasswork guarantee. Actually, no, I won't, because we've got 10 minutes left and I'm not going to get this seed fielded. This field seeded in 10 minutes. Because what I'd like to do is once this field is seeded, I'd like to come in with the roller and see what happens. All big FS17 YouTubers playing together, that'd be cool. Believe it or not, tons of fun. This actually happened. The last day of FS15, the day before launch of FS17, the following people were in one multiplayer game together and nobody recorded it. Me, Silver.tv, oh, now known as Silver News, Landy Kid, Simulate, Banky, who was quite big at the time. Who else was there? I think they were like, that was the main YouTuber group. And then we had Monjack, Dat Z71 guy, aka Dan. And we just had all the YouTubers and mods in our little group that were kind of all on TeamSpeak together, all in the one game, all at the same time. And nobody recorded it. Nobody recorded it, nobody streamed it, there is no record of this game ever happening. But it did. And it was some of the most fun I've ever had in Farm Sim. Because it just ended up with us abusing physics, abusing mechanics, abusing everything. We figured out that day that the potato harvester, the big Grima in FS15, you could use that as a ramp if you set it up just right. We discovered this, and we decided to start ramping the man trucks and the pickups, and just everything we could ramp, we ramped off those. And maximum speed on Bjornholm. And when we think about it today, like, me and Landy still occasionally talk about this, and Sim, we're all kind of shocked that nobody thought to record the mayhem. Because it was all of us just letting off every last bit of steam we had about Farm Sim 15 and just killing the game for ourselves. We were doing every stupid thing we could think of. There was sumo wrestling with combine harvesters. There was a giant death ball. There was Silver driving around in the Ponza Scorpion, just waving the cutting head around like an elephant. Like, while all this was happening, Banky was off in the woods because he was talking to somebody else. We were all in one room, Banky was in another talking to somebody else. Banky was completely oblivious to everything going on, as there was this giant death ball in the field behind him, just rolling around. Because we'd done sumo wrestling and just got increasingly large equipment. And he was completely oblivious. He was stacking wood up, stacking logs and into the buffalo, you know, completely normally, not knowing about the giant death ball in the background. Eventually he came down into our room and we said to him, "Did you notice any of that?" He said, "No, I had no idea any of that was going on." And then he just joined us for the mayhem. And in my eyes, that's the perfect way to end a Farm Sim game, is to, after all the seriousness of videos and streams and whatnot, and I don't know if it'll happen for FS17, because that was completely organic, that just happened. After all the seriousness for 2 years of, like, playing Farm Sim vaguely seriously, I know that I don't do it as much now as I used to, but after so much serious Farm Sim, it's kind of nice to just let go of the seriousness and just do things. Like, I know that I abuse physics still to this day. I abuse mechanics, I mess about with the game, I'd make things do things they shouldn't. I flip tractors, I never lift the seeder. And I still do that stuff. But that day was just so perfect of a way to kill FS15 for me, Landy Sim, you know, all the YouTubers. Because we're never going to go back to that, most likely. We're never going to reinstall it. After that game finished, we all uninstalled the game. That was our last moments in FS15, and we were just after forming this massive death ball on Bjornholm. And I can't think up a better way to kill off the game than that. I don't know what'll happen come October, come FS19. I don't know what'll happen then. I don't know if we'll have that organic wonder again. I don't know if we'll try and arrange that to happen again. But I don't think we'll ever be able to make it happen. I don't think that'll ever be a thing where just everybody lets off the steam from the last 2 years all at once for like 2 hours. And I will openly say, to this day, it's the most fun I've had in Farm Sim. I've done stupid stuff, I've laughed a lot, I've had a lot of fun in FS17 so far. There's still a few months left to have more fun and to have more laughs and to have more enjoyment, but nothing quite matches that day where just organically the most serious YouTubers like Simulate was joining in on this. And you guys know that he tends to be a bit less serious when I'm around. Especially in Farm Sim. Or, yeah, when it comes to Farm Sim, if we're both in the same game at the same time, he's a lot less serious, he's a lot less uptight than he might come across in videos. I don't know how he records his videos anymore, I don't know what his videos are like anymore. But back in FS15 he was really uptight and really dagger-winny in videos. And when we started the multiplayer series, that was supposed to be serious. NATO Multiplayer was supposed to be a serious series where we did realistic things. And it just never happened. Things just happened in that series. And it was like, everybody loved it because we weren't trying to force every joke that we were making. They were legitimate jokes that just kind of happened. Landy's live? The wheels are just bitched off of your Chrome Rake. Need help. Get a front loader. This is gonna make no sense. River, get a front loader because the wheels are still on it. They're just underground. You need to lift your Chrome Rake with a front loader until the wheels ping up over the ground again. Ideally, like, keep it attached to something because there is a real chance that it might just ping off into space. But if Landy's live, then I will say go watch him instead because he might be doing something more interesting than seeding grass. I'm going to continue on this in the next Sandy Bay stream on possibly Sunday. I don't know for sure. But until then, I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching the Sandy Bay Challenge in FS17, Farming Simulator 17 even. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna play. There are no credits to play because nobody did anything that's credit worthy today, unfortunately. So I'm gonna bring up the end screen and just let the RainbowDave gaming stream has ended and stuff come up, as if the credits are playing and nothing will be underneath it. Until next time, stay safe and keep making ridiculous trailers like I do. Bye bye.